I want to just talk about things not to do as a new Type R owner. Because once you climb yourself into a $50,000 Honda, you wind up in a unique class of car guy. Now, the performance in these cars speak for themselves, but people will not get past the badge or the drivetrain. You will always find yourself being subject to negativity or doubt or people questioning you. And as a Type R owner, I feel like you shouldn't feel the need to defend yourself from that stuff. I see a lot of people online trying to defend their decision to buy this car, even defending their enjoyment of it. And I just don't understand why people feel that they need to do that. You have people who drive M-Light cars who are always like, you could have gotten this. You could have gotten something rear-wheel drive. You could have gotten something faster. And when that happens, the first response is to defend your decision to buy this car. And I just don't think that's ever necessary. You knew what your options were when you bought the car, and you made a very deliberate choice to buy this car. There's a number of different reasons too, whether it's for just owning an overall very high-performing car, a car that is quick enough in a straight line for your average person, actually pretty much anybody. This is more than enough power. It handles very well. It has the raw characteristics, and it's not taking itself too seriously. Whether you bought it because this is an all-around high-performing car with an engaging feel and just good dynamics and good control, good handling, and good enough power, or you bought it because you know it's going to be reliable, or you bought it because you know that the aftermarket support is unrivaled for a car like this. You know why you bought this car. You know why you bought this car for $46,000. So why are you throwing out lap times and spec sheets when it comes to defending the car? When somebody's like, why didn't you get an Elantra N? Why didn't you get a Golf R? Why didn't you get the M240i? Why didn't you get a new Mustang? Why are you telling people that the car is faster than a Carrera GT on track? Which also, it has been debunked because the Carrera GT on new tires did end up being faster on the Nürburgring. It just doesn't make sense to me why people get so up in arms and why people can't just wave it off. I know that this car is great. I know that this car is a modern classic, and I know that this car will hold its value. But I'm not gonna start weeping and slobbering anytime somebody says I should have bought an Elantra N. You overpaid for a Civic. Okay, if you say so. There is so much to love about this car, and other people aren't gonna get it. The people who have driven it get it, and the people who can look past front-wheel drive, Civic nameplate, people who are being realistic can look past that and understand that this is a great car. Who cares what the other people are thinking? Other things to do if you own one of these cars is to enjoy it. Know why you have it. I'm gonna get into some more superficial things because I don't want this to be like a super self-serious video, but yeah, I mean, I've had this car for 2 years and I have not gotten tired of it. I have a daily driver that I barely even drive because I just want to get into this car. I just want to drive this all the time. Everybody thinks like, oh, it's got a roll cage in it and a 6-point harness and those super tight bucket seats, and it's like buzzy and loud and it's tight. People would think like, how could you possibly, I couldn't imagine getting into that car every day. I love every second of it. So just enjoy the car. You've got something great. If you have a newer Type R, know why you're modifying it. If you are the type of person who wants to modify their car, you should have a purpose for modifying it first. Whether that's because you want to make it into a show car, a track car, a fast car, or just a car that you enjoy driving every day. Know exactly what your purpose is, and that will determine how you prioritize your list of modifications, and you should have a goal in mind. I made the mistake of just wanting to do everything and not really having a goal, and that ended up costing me greatly. I don't regret any of the decisions I made. I'm still happy with how the car feels, how the car drives, and everything about it, and I feel like I've built something insane, and I love driving it. But I have spent a lot more than I have ever needed to just doing things. And most of the stuff that I spent the money on is still on the car. Like, don't get me wrong, and most of the aftermarket parts that have come off of the car, I've been able to sell for, decent prices. I haven't taken too much of a loss on anything in particular. You should definitely know what you're buying, because the Type R tax is very, very real. This is a Honda, but people know that you want to put good parts on your Type R. Hopefully. Ideally you would. I'll get into that more in a second. So the prices reflect that. It's no like modifying a GT3 or modifying an M4, or like if you have a $120,000 car, your parts are most likely going to reflect that price, and they're gonna. But for this, like, you want a good set of wheels, $4,000. Okay, if you want a good set of wheels, you're probably looking around $2,500 to $3,000. If you're looking for a great set of wheels, you're looking at over $4,000. And that's not even including lug nuts, hub rings, tires, alignment specs, lowering it. These are all what you should include when you're thinking about going to an aftermarket set of wheels, because you should never put aftermarket wheels on stock ride height. Get the lowering springs, get the coilovers first. Especially if you're downsizing the circumference of the wheel, diameter of the wheel. It'll look atrocious, just trust me. Lower the car first. Exhausts, if you're looking for something good, if you're looking for something new, it is going to be expensive. Mine is an axleback. I don't know if that's necessarily the correct term, but it doesn't come with a front pipe. So I call it an axleback because it doesn't go from the down pipe back, it just goes from the axle. So maybe I should figure out what it's actually called before I keep making videos about it. Just the axleback exhaust, the hybrid racing formula, valved, so that adds to it, was $1,900. The RV6 front pipe was $600. So, and then the down pipe was like 900 something. A lot. $3,400. Just on the exhaust. If you're looking to put nice parts on your car, which you should, you're gonna be spending a lot of money. So you should know exactly why you're modifying things before you modify them. Do you need control arms, camber arms? I mean, it's never really about need, but if you're building it for the track, it makes sense to beef up your suspension. If you're building it for straight line speed, it makes sense to beef up your engine. If you're just doing a show car, you don't need to touch your engine bay unless you're planning on popping the hood. You don't need to touch your suspension unless you're planning on putting a mirror underneath your car. Know your priorities before you get into it, because you are going to spend a ton of money. And another thing you should never do, or that you shouldn't do yet, if you have a newer Type R, is expect that people are going to buy your OEM parts because you've upgraded. Like, the number of times I've seen a stock FL5 exhaust on a Facebook group for sale for $150. I'm like, who's buying? Nobody's gonna buy this, dude. I know you're trying to recoup some of your losses after you modified your car, but it's not gonna happen, buddy. You'll probably be able to sell your stock seats if you upgrade your seat. You'll probably be able to sell your stock brakes if you go with a bigger brake kit, and you'll probably be able to sell your wheels. But even that, I was sitting on my wheels for, I think, 6 months before somebody bought them. It's tough. Even though those are nice wheels, it's tough to sell them. If they're in mint condition, maybe it'll be a different story for you, but overall, just don't assume that because you are upgrading some parts that you're going to be able to you're going to be able to sell your stock parts. It's just not gonna happen. Especially with little things. Like, I can look at my shelf over there. I've tried to sell my stock shifter. I've tried to sell the stock shift knob, air boxes, control arms, sway bars. Over time, that'll probably start to accumulate more traffic as more cars are being rebuilt or people are reverting back to stock for whatever reasons. It's one of those things where it's like, you're not gonna be able to sell these parts. Not for a few years at least. Stop throwing, third thing, I think, fourth thing, whatever list is, whatever's going on with this list. Stop putting bad stuff on your car, on your Type R. If you have a Civic Sport, but with the Type R, stop just throwing junk at your car just to say you're modifying it or just to show people that you're modifying it. It looks bad, and it's going to rear its ugly head very soon. Brands to avoid. This is where the negativity comes out. Aeroflow Dynamics, PLM, anything Alibaba or AliExpress, just sub-tier junk. Like nameless stuff that you can find on eBay or wherever. If your coilovers are under, shit, it sounds bad, but under 2,000 bucks, you probably shouldn't get them. Secondhand, that's a different story. I'm not talking about anything secondhand. You're gonna want, so if you're getting coilovers, you're gonna want something nice. Olin's, the RSR, KW, Nitron. You should go high end because there's no reason to upgrade your shocks if you're not getting the best of the best. They're good. They're good stock. Keep them stock if you're not planning on putting something good on your car. Putting crummy lowering springs on your car too, don't do that. Swift springs, Ibach springs. Honestly, just do Swift springs. Why even try to branch out or be experimental? Just do the Swift springs. Everybody does it. That's another thing. Like, it's okay to do the cliche, tried and true thing. If a million people have already done it before, first of all, it's well researched. You'll be able to find more information on it, and you know that it works. More often than not, even though there are a ton of people out there lying to you to sell something, there are a lot of people who aren't. So you can sometimes trust when a ton of people are using a thing. If you're looking into PLM or Aeroflow Dynamics, good substitutes for that. Wunderladen, PRL, Hybrid Racing. Like, those are American brands. Even Two Step Performance, they make good stuff too. You don't have to worry about insane shipping fees. You don't have to worry about long wait times, and you know you're getting high quality stuff. You're paying a little bit more, of course, but you're getting better stuff, and it's not going to poop out on you. There's alternatives for the cheap stuff. I know, like, some people bought this expensive car and they don't have much money for anything else, so they cheap out. But you shouldn't. You should stop. You should stop it. I don't have much else to talk about. I don't have much else I want to say. Take pride in what you do. Don't take shortcuts. Shortcuts are lame. Yeah, that's it.